fruit of righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ. If the aim of Paul's prayer is that these new Christians display the fruits of righteousness as a reflection of their relationship with Jesus, that seems a really important prayer for us today. I had a little discussion this week about power and how we see increasingly how power is used for a person's personal gain and therefore held on to at any cost. In contrast, Jesus used power, a power far greater than any ruler or influencer, to help others, to serve at his own cost. As we look at Jesus, we see the fruits of righteousness, and through his death and resurrection, we in a sense become a part of those fruits of righteousness. And Jesus calls us, "Follow me," the servant king. We need that discernment as we look at our world today and listen to the many voices, especially those in leadership or who influence us. Because there should be an integrity about what we hear and what we see in practice. If someone claims to follow Jesus, should we not see something of Jesus in the way they live and the things they say? There's been a great outpouring of grief and honour for Charlie Kirk, and that event was both shocking and utterly wrong. But I do struggle with the Christianity he proclaimed that was deeply racist, oppressive, and harmful to the poor and struggling. It seems utterly opposed to what Jesus stood for, and yet it represents a strain of so-called Christian nationalism that's dominating American politics, providing huge wealth in certain quarters, and is finding its way into the UK too, in a more secular but equally angry way. There's an integrity about the gospel that we see spoken and lived out by Jesus, which is why the powers of his time saw him as a threat. But maybe that's where the church needs to be in these days, speaking up for authentic faith that looks to Jesus and follows him, bearing the fruit of righteousness rather than personal gain or power.
From heaven you came, helpless babe, entered our world, your glory veiled, not to be served, but to serve, and give your life that we might live. This is our God, the servant king. He calls us now to follow him, to bring our lives as a daily offering of worship to the servant king. There in the garden of tears, my heavy load he chose to bear. His heart with sorrow was sore, yet not my will, but yours, he said. This is our God, the servant king. He calls us now to follow him, to bring our lives as a daily offering of worship to the servant king. Come see his hands and his feet, the scars that speak of sacrifice. is our God, the servant King. He calls us now to follow Him, to bring our lives as a daily offering of worship to the servant King. This is our God, the servant King. He calls us now to follow Him, to bring our lives as a daily offering of worship to the servant King. We bring our lives to You, a sacrifice for You, in view of love so true. We are changed when You. We bring our lives to You, a sacrifice for You, in view of love so true. We are changed when You. We bring our lives to You, a sacrifice for You, in view of love so true. Yeah, we are changed when You. We bring our lives to You, a sacrifice for You, in view of love so true. We are changed when You. We bring our lives to You, a sacrifice for You, in view of love so true. We are changed, renewed. This is our God, the servant King. He calls us now to follow Him, to bring our lives as a daily offering of worship to the servant King.